Hello, people of the internet. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Happy Friday to you. Hopefully, wrapping up your week nicely. Once again, it really starts with the weekend. Regardless, hope you're having a good Friday today. We have got more Jihyo music. Of course, the title track Killing Me Good. What an experience that was. But we still have B-sides to check out. In fact, I believe there's 6 more B-sides to check out, because this is a 7-track album for a debut, which is wonderful. Love getting all the music that we can get. And we've got a couple feature artists on this album as well, which is very exciting indeed. So, welcome to the Zone EP album listen. I actually don't know what it's classified as, because on the album art it says mini album. On Spotify it says full-length album. So, either way, it's an album of Jihyo solo music. We're going to be checking it out. If you're new around here or you've never been with one of my albums before, what we do is we run through the entire album from beginning to end, well, minus the title track because we've already watched it, listened to it, things like that. Timeline below is going to be chapter based off of whatever song we're listening to, so you can keep up with where we are in the album. If you want to skip ahead to a certain song of your choice, you can do that as well. I'm going to be reading the song credits off of the Genius page that I have pulled up on the second screen. Seeing what previous things they've worked on in the past, and just listen to the song, ramble on a little bit, talk about it, and rinse and repeat until we get to the end of the album. So, if you're in it for the long haul like me, welcome aboard. Let's get started. Again, we've covered the title track already on its own video, so we're going to start with track number 2, Talkin About It, featuring 24K Golden, who I'm not familiar with, but song written by Melody Joy Fontana, 24K Golden, it's Jihyo herself, ear tag Michael Lindgren Schultz, and Gong Do. Okay, here we go.
Up in my face, up in my space. Life got me working for a clean slate. Might lose my mind until you come by, so we can be done with all this bright light. And everyone trying to know about our life, cause I know, yeah, I know that we're rare and we ain't gonna happen twice.
The 2-part vocal's nice.
We always gonna be the thing they talk about. It's way too loud, let them talk it out. We always gonna be the thing they talk about. I don't think they know.
Oh, hello. Oh, this chorus is so interesting. Okay.
This kind of thing is way too magical. Could barely stay down on the low. Up on our stage, we'll make it so theatrical. And when the lights go down, we're putting on the real show. Talk about
This part, the pre-chorus.
Be the thing they talk about. It's way too loud. Let them talk it out. We always gonna be the thing
It's
they
so
talk
cool.
about. I don't think they know.
It kind of gives me like Ava Max vibes.
Talking about it. Talking about it. I'm still the one who's in control. 24.
Oh, Colin 24K Golden. I love that.
You're here, so who cares what they talking about?
Oh, yeah.
It's unfair that we can't be ourselves together. Run away, let's leave the pressure. You all I need forever. Brand new me, moving too fast. 2023.
I thought that was gonna be it. He's still going. Hell yeah.
Denims with the good rap. And if they talking, give us something to look at. Damn, round short, where my roof at? Ain't no way for you and me to sneak past. Chung damn dong, blowing real cash. And I got Jihyo with me, better not talk bad. Woo, woo, woo.
Talking about it.
I love that the two of them like literally communicated with each other in that song. That's so cool.
I'm still the one who's in control.
Oh, finish with the vocal run, Miss Jihyo. Okay. That's very cool. Very cool. Yeah, that pre-chorus is so Ava Max coded for me, and I think that's so charming. It's so even max coded. It almost doesn't sound like Jihyo singing it, and I think that's so cool. It's so neat. But that 24K Golden feature, I love that it wasn't a song that was just like, you know, sometimes when you get a feature artist, you just get them joining on, and it just feels like they've been like pasted into the song. But with Talking About It, you know, Jihyo had little ad-lib fills here and there where she was jumping on the track with 24K Golden and on some of his lines, adding a little bit of like melodic ad-libs in the background, adding harmony parts when he started singing, and then at the end of 24K Golden's feature, calls it back to Jihyo, and then she takes that final chorus away. I love how that feature was written in. It's so cool, and it's woven in so nicely. Oh, where's that pre-chorus again?
Way too loud. Let them talk it out. We always gonna be the thing they talk about. I don't think they know.
Yeah, that pre-chorus is so nice. It might be my favorite part of the song in all honesty. Like, I love how that feature verse in the bridge, also very cool. Usually the feature is the second verse, but we got the feature in the bridge, and it was a long bridge too. It was almost like a third verse rather than the bridge, which is very cool. And they still managed to pack it into a song that's not very long. It's 2 minutes 50 seconds, but it has a lot of parts in it, so off to a really good start. As I go, let me read off the song credits while I deal with this ant that's trying to crawl up my mic stand. This is song number 3, Closer, written by Jihyo, Rai Keys, Jay Steffens, Dwayne Whitmore, and Marty Rod. I don't know any of these people. I mean, I'm gonna look into that while we let this song run. Here we go.
I just can't leave you alone. Can we get even closer, babe? Get closer. I know you only just met me. 우리 서로 당긴 gravity.
Low bass. Bass is really far back in the mix too. The beat almost feels Latin bass, Latin dance-esque, but it's mixed in a way where it's not an explicitly clear like Mubaton beat. Lots of vocal parts, lots of moving vocal parts as well. Oh, it's still going. Love how atmospheric this song feels. The reverb is massive. The soundscape is endless.
Get closer.
Let it keep ringing. Let it keep ringing. Yeah, it's like every single part of this song feels like it just rings forever, and that's really interesting. 'Cause it's almost mysterious in a way because the song just keeps going. You don't really know when the song and the reach of the song ends with this, especially with that kind of almost heartbeat like 808 in the background. It just reverberates and it keeps going. Not enough to the point where like it impedes the song, but you can hear it just, it goes off about 90,000 miles that way when you listen to it. I think that's very interesting sound design on this song. And even when the instrumental part picks up, it's still not one of those where it's, very up close and personal to your ears. And even Jihyo's vocals, to an extent, aren't really that close to your speakers or your headphones or whatever you're listening to on. And the kind of openness it creates, it's not explicitly a dark song, but it has similar sensations of listening to a dark song because you don't really know. It's this kind of ambiguous zone between, is this supposed to be like a wide range, wide soundscape song, or is it supposed to be up close and personal? There's both elements and they both work with and against each other, and I think that's very cool sound engineering on the engineer's part. Nice. Track number 4, Wishing on You, written by Miss Jihyo. Young, stylized with a 0. Sean Wasabi. Soft Surf Boy, Matthew Lewin, Mika Tenenbaum, and Brandon Colbean.
매일 아침 눈을 뜨면 너로 하루 시작하고 지친 밤 눈을 감아도 여전히 네가 더 떠올라 끝이 없이 우릴 상상하다 보니 이미 어느새 너는 지울 수 없이 스며들어 깊이 I want you to be my every distraction baby And if I get another wish from my genie I might as well just tell the truth I wanna be wishing on you I wanna be wishing on you 난 어떤 의미일까 가끔 날 떠올리긴 할까 생각할수록 어지러운 너를 곁든 순간부터 태양에 부딪힌 듯 뜨거워진 맘 처음 보는 낯선 나 모두게 전부 눈으로 보여 I want you to be my every distraction baby
I'm trying to come up with like something to say about this, but I'm kind of just vibing along to it. Oh, second vocal part. That's so high. That's so high. But I like that she's using her like almost whispery tone instead of doing a full belt. So far, it's a surprisingly soft song. Like her vocals have taken a step back with the energy level. That's such a nice tone. Doing her little own like call and response section with this hook. Wow. Yeah, again, kind of an atmospheric sounding song. Not as much as Closer, but very cool that we got a song kind of early on in the album. I would say early on, this is right the middle point of the album. That's a song where she never utilized her powerful vocals. I like that. This one's definitely got a little bit more of the, I don't want to call it the late night feel, but the kind of late night aesthetic that some B-sides have taken recently that I've been really enjoying. It's a song that you can chill to. You don't really need to go crazy about it. You can just kind of lounge back and let the music take you. And I like a good B-side like that. And it's a good spot on the album too, because it can be kind of like a mental refresh in a way, because something big might be coming up next. Maybe there's a big bombastic B-side, nice alliteration. That was completely accidental, but like a bombastic B-side, something loud and brash coming up later. I don't know. Could be. We could be kind of like starting the natural progression towards the end of the album, getting a little bit softer, getting a little bit smoother. I don't know what's coming up. But I have noticed, and with Closer and Wishing on You, apart from Young and Soft Serve Boy, who've done a lot of K-pop stuff, at least according to their Genius pages, there's a lot of Western producers on here. When I say Western artists, or Western producers, I mean producers that have worked with primarily or exclusively Western artists. So like, see Lil Yachty, Magdalena Bay, Haley Kiyoko, Ramos, Ray. Who else is on here? Like Bauer, J. Steffens. Kind of cool. Is usually when you listen to enough K-pop and you start recognizing like producers, kind of see a general trend of what type of K-pop music they make. But getting a lot of Western artists who never really worked with some K-pop artists before is really cool. It's kind of a fresh approach, especially on a solo like this. Nice. Okay. The next. Don't Want to Go Back, track number 5, with a little bit of a feature from Miss Hayes one time. Written by Jihyo and Hayes, Ear Attack, Nikki Flores, and Yi Woo Hyun. I'm gonna queue up these guys' Genius pages, and let's go.
Don't wanna go back with John. 잔인한 말들이 밖으로 꺼내져 여동치는 마음과 눈이 너 마주쳐 떨어진 눈물의 의미 is over.
That is a punchy kick.
이기적인 선택적 사랑이었을까 아파하는 너와 아픈
Provides an interesting contrast to the acoustic guitar.
마지막으로 건넨 이별의 인사들에 흐느끼던 그 어깨 위말했던 사랑에 나쁜 나의 눈물은 미안한 뿐이라서 Don't wanna go back, go back, go back 아픔만 주기 싫어 밀어도 Don't wanna go back 나에겐 참 특별했던 넌 꿈에 하지만 이젠 사라져버린 romance Oh baby we can turn back Round the right track I don't wanna go back
Oh, peep the vocal harmonies, peep all of the vocal harmonies.
이 마음은 건 너와 나의 끝 the end Oh baby we can turn back Round the right track I don't wanna go back 터벅 이제는 서로의 추억 속으로
Oh.
다시 걸어 돌아오기에는 먼 곳으로 Just cry it's maybe our last time 충분히 늦었지만 이제라도 잘 가
Oh, what a good feature. Perfect stylistically.
사람들이 말하는 사랑이 뭔지 빈거리 위의 약속들 너와 날 기다리며 덩그러니 천천히 지금 내 두부를 스친 저 바람에서
Again, nice hefty vocal harmony part.
난 모른 척해 네가 떠나가도 Don't wanna go back 나에겐 참 특별했던 넌 꿈에 하지만 이젠 사라져버린 romance Oh baby we can turn back Round the right track I don't wanna go back I wanna 너를 웃게 해줄 someone else 이 마음은 건 너와 나의 끝 the end Oh baby we can turn back I don't wanna go back.
Hello, guitar.
못할 거야 사랑했던 날 너를 만나게 되었던 비로소 찾은 온전한 너의 모습 But I don't wanna go back, yeah. Don't wanna go back. 나에겐 참 특별했던 넌 건데
Jihyo put in all the power at the end there. Okay.
Oh baby we can turn back. Run away track. I don't wanna go back. 원해 너를 웃게 해줄 수 없는 날 이 마음은 건 너와 나의 끝이야.
Oh, now she's just showing off at this point. She really is just showing off at this point now. My goodness. That song and the vocal performance was so good, the police are here. No, I'm kidding. Apologies, I got distracted with another couple of ants. We seem to have an ant problem in this house, which is great, because I'm moving out in a little bit. But, oh, what a tasteful duet. What a tasteful feature for Miss Hayes, too. What is she up to with music nowadays? I feel like I haven't heard from her in a hot minute. Like, Bingle Bangle was the last thing I ever heard from Hayes. What's she up to? But don't want to go back? Yeah, now this is the Jihyo vocal performance I've been waiting for, or like I've been looking for. My goodness, that final chorus was just a vocal flex. Am I upset about it? God, no. I love it. I love it. I love a vocal flex. There's some artists where if you listen to their music long enough, you can kind of piece together when certain songs are just gonna, like, the final chorus isn't gonna be a final chorus, and it's gonna be more of like a vocal show-off session. This was a vocal show-off session, and I love it. I absolutely adore it. So this is the Jihyo vocal power that I like associate with her as an artist. But man, is that smooth! Ooh, and perhaps maybe we are starting to go towards the kind of slower, low-key, and more vibey, less poppy music. Now that we're approaching the end of the album, we're kind of 2 consecutive songs now that's heading into this direction. I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. If Jihyo can do it at like this level, give it the justice it deserves, and just get really smooth with it, I'm not gonna be upset by it one bit. And looking at the production credits, Nikki Flores, a lot of Western artists. Lee Woo-hyun, on the other hand, has worked with Twice before, like Moonlight Sunrise. Then, aside of that, I see a lot of OSTs on here, which is very interesting. Like Ha Hyung-woo of Custon, see The Vein, I'm assuming is Choi Boo-hoon of The Vein, Isle, my beloved Isle from Hopi Pola. Very cool stuff. Alright, next up. This is Room, track number 6 on the album, written by Miss Jihyo, Ear Attack, and Lee Woo-hyun once again. Kind of walking through town vibes, maybe? I like it. Hello, violin section.
내뱉으며 세워진 것들을 비워내려 목적지 없이 걷다 머릿속 생각은 지워도 떠올라 나를 찾아 떠나고파 아픈 기억을 딛고 다시 올라가 I'm going my own way.
She's writing the beat so smoothly. It's like, it feels so natural, so buttery smooth.
이 길을 그쳐 왜 다시 방이야 있는 힘껏 뛰어봐도 같은 자리야 밝아진 너와 그 많은 흔적들 아직은 다 지우지 못했나 봐 What can I do What can I do 흘러간 내 시간의 흐름이 그대로 아름답게
Now this feels like the soundtrack you would like, or maybe that I would imagine would be playing of someone walking through like an urban side street around sunset when it's like kind of raining, walking with an umbrella, just seeing the rain shine down.
I'm not coming back to this room, coming back to this room. 시간의 흐름이 그대로 아름답기로 I'm not coming back to this room, to this room, to this room. Not coming back, coming back, not coming back, coming
Full
back.
string section. There's cellos in here now.
Coming back to this room. Not coming back, coming back. Not coming back, coming back. Not coming back, coming back to this room.
Oh, what a cool way to end the song. What a cool way to end the song. You slowly fade out the instrumental parts, crank up the reverb on Jihyo's vocal part, and just end it pure vocal. That was very cool. I love the aesthetic. I love when a song can paint a really vivid mental image for me. Now, is this image correct to the actual meaning behind the song? I don't know. But in terms of just feeling alone, this song has created the clearest image for me on the album so far. And all the image is so nice. It's such a chill song. And even though, Jihyo kind of put the hammer down a little bit with the vocal power towards the end of it, it's not a very imposing song. You just kind of sway along to it. Like, this is a light drizzle, like late spring, early summer, late afternoon drizzle, walking through town. The air smells clean, but it smells like rain. You can hear it pitter-pattering on roofs, car windows, umbrella hoods. Peace and tranquility, but also with like a little backdrop of a busy urban setting. It's very nice. Very nice. Is this my favorite B-side on the album? It might be. It's the one that I vibed with the most, I'll say that much. Is it my favorite? I don't know if I'll be able to pick a favorite off the rip, but in terms of vibes, this one's got it for me. I like it a lot. And then, final song on the album, Nightmare, written by Jihyo, Lee Woo-hyun, and Irritek. Essentially the same team as from Room, it's just the names are backwards now. Alright, here we go. Oh, that had a little bit of promise. Could it be cyberpunky? It's not a ballad.
번쩍하는 괴로움 거대한 악몽으로 나오는 널 집어삼켜 걷던 내게 이 밤 영원한 nightmare 속에 모두 잠든 밤 비로소 둘뿐인 묘함이 갇힌 깊어진 night 빠르게 뛰어서 hurry run away from me
Okay, it's not retro cyberpunky, but it's definitely anthemy. something sinister about this song. This is definitely the like darkest sounding song on the album for me. Which is a really interesting way to finish.
Wake up 이대로 all night and day 점점 커지는 heartbeat 더욱더 조여 꼼짝 못하게 해널 집어삼켜 걷어내게 이밤 영원한 nightmare 속에 기억해봤자 한 개뿐인 drug 고요함이 곁든 듯 커진 fog 빠르게 뛰어서 hurry run away from it
It's not a particularly like powerful vocal part, not compared to like what she's capable of, but this chorus has got a lot of venom behind it. Oh. The octave harmony is a nice touch. Well, computer, you couldn't have waited 5 seconds to do the weird stuttering thing? Man. Oh well. At least that was like the very end of the song. I do like that it had a bona fide ending with the nightmare part. Yeah, that's cool. It feels villainy. Feels like villain hunting down its prey in the shadows of night kind of vibe. And I think that's very cool. No ballad to finish off the album. I was wondering if we were gonna get one or not. It was based off the styling and like the direction of the album. I would have been okay with not getting it, and the fact that is, you know, we didn't get a ballad, and that's okay. Although Jihyo on a ballad does sound really good. Like I think back to OSTs like oh no, what is that called? Stardust Love Song from 2521. Oh, chilling ballad. But I like the way this album ended. It's like, it's not a bright album in a way, but it feels like it almost got more sinister as the album progressed. Or at least the most dark song that we've got on the album was the final one. I think that's a really interesting design choice that they made with it. The way that chorus just grows, it feels like evil corruption spreading in a way. And it's like Jihyo almost asserting her, like, and unleashing the dark side, if you will. And that's really cool to listen to. Ooh. Also, shout out the production team. I don't know how well you will be able to pick up on it on whatever you're listening to. Well, not just me rambling, but when you go and listen to this in your free time, I don't know how well you're going to be able to pick it up, but I feel like the 808 and just the bass parts across the entire album were putting in overtime. I reckon you listen to this album in a car, you know, like car stereo. If you have a subwoofer, great. If you don't, you just kind of crank up the bass a little bit extra, bump the volume a little bit. And if you've got any like loose interior panels, like maybe a glove box latch that's a little bit loose, an air vent that kind of clicks a little bit, I reckon you could hear like vibrating through the entire album with just how well the bass has been written into it. Nice. I am very impressed by this. Honestly, I didn't really know what kind of direction we would be going with this, mainly because Jihyo is one of those artists where I know in terms of like how she is as a person off stage and things like that, just based on like variety content. Her, just especially the dynamic she has with Sejong is freaking great. Um, I mentioned that because that was like one of the last pieces of content I watched. It was her and Sejong drinking together on that one show. Who's also making a comeback very soon. Sejong has an album coming soon, which I'm very excited for. But musically, Jihyo is someone that I've been listening to twice since Likey. Like I found out about them through What Is Love, and then been listening seriously since Likey. And I cannot pinpoint what her like musical tastes are. And I don't know if this is like the direction of music that she's interested in, but oh, she does it really well. She does power really well, but she knows how to hold it back in place of vibes and just like the flow of how the song will naturally feel. And that amount of restraint is really cool to see. Also, whenever like an artist or a member from a group gets to go off and do like a big solo project like this, I think an OST or two is a great start, but something of this magnitude where it's this is a big project. Like a 7-song album as a solo debut, this is a lot of work that's gone into it. And I love that she got involved with a whole bunch of songs in the writing side of things, as it makes it more personable to her. But if this is like the kind of direction she wants to go with solo music, oh, I am so on board for it. Like I love bubblegum pop music, you know, Nion's pop, very bright, very poppy. But yeah, kind of going with the darker vibes. I'm game for it. I am so here for it. But that is it for me today. Thank you all for listening along with me. Hopefully you enjoyed it as much as I did. One last request from me today. Let us work together as a community to bring a little bit of extra happiness back into the world. Whether it be checking in with your friends and family, holding the door open for somebody, or even picking up a piece of trash off the street. Just one small act of kindness to may brighten up someone else's day to day. Ooh, excuse me. And no matter where you are in the world, should you ever be going through a tough time in your life, for whatever reason it may be, even though I'm just some guy on the internet who waffles about music in his free time, know that I will always be a friend, ally, and a shoulder to lean on whenever you need me. So take care of yourselves, take care of each other, spread the love, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.